Girl, I'm passing a newsstand right now. You got time to talk? Bet. I'll be right there. What's good, everybody, and welcome to another session of FG2G Girl Talks. And as you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about that whole daddy-daughter relationship and how profound that connection can be. All right, so my friend, she brought up this meme that was saying something about a father's job is not to show his daughter how to be a lady. Rather, his job is to show her how a lady is to be treated. So that's what we're going to be focused on. What are your thoughts? I'm going to do my best to share my opinion. So stay tuned. All right, so straight out the bat, I agree. A father can no more, show a daughter how to be a lady than a mother can show her son how to be a man. Like, you can only do so much. I can give you, good life lessons. I can speak to you based on my experiences and, encourage you to be like this and don't be like that or whatever. Get you a mentor, have positive influences of the same sex around you. I can do that. But, as a father, you're not wired to think like a woman. You're not wired to walk in those shoes. Same thing for a mother. You're not wired to be a man. You're not wired to walk in a man's shoes. And that's okay. Because from your own lane, you are still making a profound impact. Period. And that's what I need fathers to realize. From your own lane, you are setting the standard for your daughter's expectations. You are setting the standard for, what she finds acceptable when interacting or getting into relationships with men. You're teaching her. From day one, you are teaching her something, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Keep that in mind. And I love when people ask guys, when your daughter grows up and, she's old enough to date, would you be okay with her bringing home a guy like you? And I think that's a fair question. Would you be okay with that? Because, when you're a good dad and you are doing the very best you can and you are instilling good things in her and you might not be perfect, but you are doing your best. It's like, yeah, like I'd be okay with that. Now, I'm still giving the third degree of blah, blah, blah. You know what dads do, I'm assuming. I'm still going to do that. I'm still going to be protective, yada, 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 because nobody's good enough for my baby girl, But I'd be cool if he was like me. Ain't nothing wrong with that, and that's what's up. But then you got other people, on the other hand, would ask that same question. And they're like, pause. Whatever that is, that's a problem. That's a problem. That is rough when you as a father should be the one who loves her, has her best interest at heart, and she can't even count on you to be a good example. Like that. What's up with that? That reminds me of when I started college, and how you take your general education classes and everything, and you don't quite have to have your major figured out in the beginning. You got some just basic stuff you need to do. And I was doing that. And in my mind, I was going for my business degree, which that is what I ended up doing. But I was also pondering on the idea of engineering. Don't ask me why. I guess because somebody else had mentioned it. And I had taken the math class that I needed already, but you needed like a calculus class to go into like the engineering program. So I was like, well, I don't have to do this, but let me just try this calculus class. I love math, art, and music. So let's see. Got into it, and in my opinion, a teacher is supposed to, break down information so that their students can digest it. And it's like, okay, I get it now. I understand. Cool. Next. But with this teacher, he was, in my opinion, one of those people who literally wrote down what was in the book. He one time, he on the dry erase board put a whole paragraph that was directly from the book, and then proceeded to do a math problem. And I think when we got to the end, the answer was wrong. I could be incorrect, but if my memory serves me right, I think we got to the end and the answer was not right. And then he proceeded to say something about, you know what I'm saying, well, y'all go back and look through this, go step by step and figure out where I erred. Huh? What are you talking about? Like, you're the teacher, I'm the student. You're supposed to be showing me how to arrive at the proper solution. What are you talking about? See, now I'm going to have to drop this class because I don't even need to be here. I need to get my tuition money back because you don't know what you're doing, and I don't need this on my GPA. Don't need it on my transcript. But the thing is, in real life, when it comes to a daddy-daughter relationship and connection, you can't just drop the class. Why? Because she needs this credit. It matters. She needs you. And she's counting on you. Do you need to be perfect? No. But when you come to an error, she is looking to you to go step by step. Figure out where the error is and show her how to arrive at a proper solution. When you overlook your flaws or you are not willing to face them, it's like, I mean, hey, what is that? You leave her then to try to figure out some stuff she should not be left to figure out alone. And, you know, it's crazy because, you know, you look in the back of the book at the key and it's like, okay, I know what the answer should be. I know maybe what certain things should look like, but I don't know how to get there. So now you got me guessing and checking because I don't know the right way to do it. So being a dad, I mean, it's a big deal. It's a really big deal because you show your daughters the difference between healthy relationships with the opposite sex or unhealthy relationships. You are the epitome of what to accept or what not to accept. What she allows, what she doesn't allow. You know, how a man is supposed to speak to a woman. How he should not be speaking to a woman. How he should touch her. How he should not touch her. You lay the foundation to what her normal is. And she has to work through all of that. What are you showing her? You know, she gets her ideas of commitment perhaps based on what you are giving. If daddy can't be committed to his family, if daddy can't even be committed to being my dad, then maybe commitment ain't what it's cracked up to be. So I don't require anybody to give me a title. I don't require them to make it official. We can have a whole sexual relationship and you ain't never asked me to be your girlfriend. I'm just assuming stuff. I guess it's mine. I don't really know. I don't know what you do when you leave my presence because we don't have a committed relationship and I'm not requiring it because my daddy didn't really show me to do that. That was not of the utmost importance. And I know saying it like that, it's like, that sounds real dumb. But we mimic what we have been taught until we are able to snap out of it. So common sense is not always that common when you don't know. You don't know it's a problem until it's a problem. And daddy, we need you to step up. We need you to step up. Is this thing on? Hey, Pops. I mean, you may have planted the seed, but I mean, it's up to you to water and watch me grow. Either way, I'm on a journey from girl to grown. And for the longest, I didn't know who I was, but I'm learning that I am flawlessly flawed, securely insecure, calmly overwhelmed, cowardly courageous. I am a well rounded square, transparently opaque, openly hidden. I am simply complicated. But one thing I'm not and will never be is a statistical status quo. Hey, now that's a message that's sublime and not subliminal.